Hi, my name is Dr. Big from Thailand and thank you for being here. Today I'd like to share our experience with the triple firm technique, a multi-layer approach to facial lifting that combines focused ultrasound, synergistic radio frequency, and radio frequency microneedling. I'll present the rationale, the treatment protocol, and importantly, prospective split-face evidence from our study at Siriraj Hospital. Let's begin with the problem we're treating. Facial collagen declines by roughly 1% per year after the age of 30, and this loss accelerates after menopause. So aging is not a single event. It is a slow, continuous structural change that we need to address across several tissue layers at once. Facial aging is driven by four processes acting together: loss of volume in the fat compartments, degradation of collagen and elastin, which produces skin laxity, poorer skin quality, and static wrinkles, and finally loss of underlying bony support. No single tissue plane explains the aged face, which is exactly why a layered treatment strategy makes sense. At the cellular level, the key player is the fibroblast. With age, quiescent fibroblasts, the cells we can activate for repair, are progressively replaced by senescent fibroblasts. These so-called zombie cells produce very little extracellular matrix, yet remain metabolically active and pro-inflammatory, degrading the surrounding tissue. This is where focused ultrasound helps. HIFU delivers precise thermal microinjury that activates quiescent fibroblasts, driving new collagen and elastin production. It doesn't reverse senescent cells directly, but it shifts the balance of the tissue back toward a regenerative state. The mechanism follows the classic wound healing cascade: coagulation, then inflammation, then proliferation, and finally collagen remodeling. Both microfocused ultrasound and radio frequency stimulate this cascade. Neither reverses cellular senescence, but together they create a regenerative environment and reduce the negative impact of the senescent cells around them. A central principle of our approach is total area coverage. We treat both dimensions, horizontal surface area and vertical depth, through the skin layers. Complete coverage produces uniform lifting and tightening, stimulates collagen across multiple planes, and delivers a more durable result than spot treatment ever could. This brings us to the triple firm technique itself. We combine four delivery modes across the full depth of the face: linear and dot HIFU reaching the SMAS and fat, bipolar radio frequency plus HIFU in the dermis, and radio frequency microneedling in the papillary dermis. One technique, from SMAS all the way up to the epidermis. The first firm targets the deep structural layers. The 4.5mm cartridge treats the SMAS, while the 3.0mm cartridge targets the fat layer. This is our foundation for lifting, tightening the deep scaffold that holds the face up. The quality of that thermal coagulation depends on the cartridge. An advanced focused linear cartridge delivers heat with high precision, which means less pain and the ability to use higher energy safely. Conventional cartridges spread heat less precisely, are more painful, and cap the energy we can deliver. Within HIFU, we have two firing modes. Dot mode concentrates heat, reaching 60 to 65 degrees for stronger coagulation and fat effect. Line mode spreads energy at 45 to 50 degrees for broad tightening. Choosing the ratio of dot to line lets us tailor the treatment to each face. The second firm is synergy dotting, our combination of bipolar radiofrequency with HIFU in a single shot. It works in the dermis, where radiofrequency preheats the tissue, and the microfocused ultrasound is then delivered into that warm target for a stronger, more efficient effect. Mechanically, in the center of the pen-type cartridge, a single dot of ultrasound is delivered at up to 10 Hz, while bipolar radiofrequency is applied simultaneously in the surrounding tissue. The result is meaningful dermal remodeling with less risk of downtime and complications, and better potential for lasting improvement. This synergy is evidence-based. In a split-face trial of 20 subjects, combining microfocused ultrasound with bipolar radiofrequency synergistically improved skin rejuvenation, pore reduction, periorbital wrinkles, elasticity, and hydration beyond ultrasound alone. The reason is thermal. With the synergy system, radiofrequency raises tissue temperature to around 42 degrees before the ultrasound fires, an average rise of nearly 8 degrees. Ultrasound alone raised temperature by less than 2. Delivering ultrasound into pre-warm tissue produces more coagulation. That extra coagulation translates into biology. Histology from the combination group showed greater collagen and elastin production than ultrasound alone, the structural basis for the clinical improvements we see, and the clinical numbers follow. The combination treatment produced 62% greater improvement in eye wrinkles at 8 weeks compared with ultrasound alone, a substantial difference in one of the most demanding areas of the face. Across every category measured, tightening and contouring, elasticity, skin texture, and moisturizing, the synergy of ultrasound and radiofrequency consistently outperformed ultrasound alone. This is the evidence base for making Synergy dotting the second firm of our technique. Practically, the Synergy platform is versatile around the eyes. Both the 1.5 and 3.0 mm modes improved lower eyelid laxity in these cases, making them effective, targeted options for periorbital aging. The third firm targets the most superficial layer. Radiofrequency microneedling reaches the papillary dermis using an insulated 0.25 mm needle, the thinnest available, with adjustable depth from 0.1 to 3.5 mm. Our setting, 49 pins insulated at 0.5 to 1.0 millimeters over 300 shots for papillary dermal remodeling. How we deliver the radiofrequency matters. A multipulse on and off waveform treats the shallow papillary dermis more safely than continuous radiofrequency, which at the same energy risks epidermal damage. Pulse delivery improves inner skin density, fine lines and brightness, and helps with post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation and melasma. The pigment benefit has a mechanism. In melasma and post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, the basement membrane is impaired, with melanocyte hyperactivation and vascular proliferation. Low energy, high frequency pulsed microneedling promotes basement membrane fixation and thickening, reducing melanin, melanophages, and vessel proliferation. This is a meaningful advantage for our Asian patients. And modern devices let us tune frequency to depth. Using multiple frequencies allows us to match the energy profile to the target layer, enhancing the overall result while protecting the surrounding tissue. So that is the rationale for all three firms. The remaining question is practical. How do we design the treatment for a real patient and how much of each modality do we deliver? The design philosophy is simple to state. Treat every layer from SMAS to epidermis. Focused ultrasound handles the deep structure, synergy. Dotting handles the dermis, and microneedling finishes at the papillary dermis. Full depth coverage is what separates this from single device treatment. Now, rather than a generic protocol, I want to anchor the rest of this talk in the exact protocol we tested in our study. We evaluated two treatment arms, which we'll call Treatment A and Treatment B. Treatment A is the two-step based protocol. First, focused linear ultrasound, 200 shots per side, 100 at 4.5 millimeters combining line and dot on the lower face, 75 at 3 millimeters across the lower face, submental and mid-face, and 25 at 2 millimeters on the upper face. Second, synergy dotting, 2000 shots per side, 1500 at 1.5 millimeters for the lower and mid-face, and 500 at 3 millimeters submentally. Treatment B is our full triple firm arm. Everything in Protocol A plus radiofrequency microneedling with the insulated 0.25 millimeter 49 pin tip. A first pass at 1 millimeter, 10 watts, and a second pass at 0.5 millimeters, 5 watts, each 5 pulses. In the study, this microneedling step was applied to one side of the face only, which gives us our split face comparison. For the deep work, we mapped the focused linear layout by target. The 4.5 millimeter cartridge is placed over the SMAS regions, and the 3.0 millimeter cartridge over the fat compartments we want to reduce and tighten. For the dermal layer, the 3.0 millimeter synergy mode covers areas where we also want a fat effect, while the 1.5 millimeter mode treats the dermis across the lower and mid face for tightening and skin quality. And for the surface, microneedling at 0.5 to 1.0 millimeters targets the papillary dermis across the face, with additional shots reserved for the neck and the double chin area. That is the protocol. The obvious question is whether adding the third firm, the the microneedling step actually changes outcomes? To answer that, we ran a prospective split-phase study. The design was a prospective split-phase experimental trial in 26 subjects at the Siriraj Skin Laser Center. Split phase means each patient serves as her own control. Both sides received the base protocol, and one randomly assigned side additionally received microneedling, isolating the effect of that third firm. We enrolled Thai men and women aged 40 to 60 with mild to moderate facial laxity and at least moderate photoaging by the Glogau classification with a body mass index under 30. This is a realistic middle-aged population seeking non-surgical lifting. We excluded patients with pacemakers, recent facial procedures, retinoid use, keloid tendency, coagulation or major systemic disease, and pregnancy, the standard safety criteria for energy-based device studies, ensuring a clean and comparable cohort. Of 26 enrolled, 25 completed analysis. Mean age was 46.5 years. The cohort was predominantly female and Fitzpatrick skin type form, in other words, exactly the pigment-prone Asian skin where treatment safety really matters. Let's start with tolerability. Synergy dotting was the least painful step, averaging just 2 out of 10. Focused ultrasound was the most uncomfortable at 4.9, with microneedling in between at 3.2. Overall pain averaged 3.4, well within an acceptable range for an in-office treatment. Now the results, beginning with jowl volume. On the microneedling side, volume reduction reached significance by 1 month, at a p-value of 0.015. The non-microneedling side only reached significance at 3 months. However, the direct side-to-side comparison was not statistically significant at p equals 0.782i, a pattern of earlier onset with microneedling rather than a proven between-side difference. The lower face told a similar story. Both sides achieved significant volume reduction by 1 and 3 months, a strong contouring effect from the base protocol. Again, the between-side difference was not significant at p equals 0.526. The deep lifting is driven by ultrasound and synergy dotting on both sides. The nasolabial fold on the microneedling side showed something more durable. Volume reduction was significant at every time point, immediate 1 month and 3 months, with p-values of 0.002, 0.023, and 0.002. On this side, the improvement was both early and sustained. For brow position, a marker of upper face lifting, the microneedling side showed significant elevation of the lateral brow at 3 months, p equals 0.023, with a significant overall model. The non-microneedling side did not change. This is a lifting benefit specific to the side that received the third firm. Turning to skin quality, roughness, measured as the R3 parameter, improved steadily on the microneedling side, with a significant overall model at p equals 0.048. Smoother surface texture is one of the clearest contributions of the microneedling step. Wrinkle depth is a particularly strong result. On the microneedling side, maximum wrinkle depth fell significantly by 1 month, p equals 0.025, with a highly significant overall model at 0.005. Importantly, the non-microneedling side never reached significance. This benefit belongs to the needle. Hydration rose after treatment on the microneedling side from 35 up to 40, though this change did not reach statistical significance. So we note a positive trend in hydration without overclaiming it. Skin tone is where safety is proven. The ITA angle, our objective measure of pigmentation, remained essentially unchanged on both sides across all time points. In Fitzpatrick 4 skin, that stability is exactly what we want. The microneedling delivered its benefits without inducing any dyspigmentation. Safety overall was excellent. Transient erythema occurred in about 15%, with isolated cases of edema, transient pain, and one self-limited frontalis spasm. Every adverse event was mild, occurred on both sides, and resolved spontaneously without intervention. Let me summarize what the data show. First, the core protocol, ultrasound plus synergy dotting, significantly reduced jowl, lower face, and nasolabial volume through 3 months on both sides. Second, adding microneedling brought some results earlier and added skin quality gains the base protocol alone did not. Lower wrinkle depth, improved roughness, and brow elevation. Third, the between-side volume comparisons were not statistically significant, so microneedling contributes surface quality rather than extra volume, and with our small sample, the study is likely underpowered for side-to-side differences. And fourth, tone stayed stable, with only mild transient adverse events. So what should you take home? Layered lifting works. The DEEP protocol delivers real volumetric contouring. Microneedling adds skin quality and appears to accelerate some results. The two sides were comparable in volume, so think of the third firm as a resurfacing layer, not a volume tool. And the safety profile is favorable, even in darker skin. In short, double firm lifts deep, triple firm lifts deep, and resurfaces bright. Let me make this concrete with a case. This was a chubby to normal face treated with the full treatment B protocol. We worked from deep to superficial, 4.5 and 3.0 focused ultrasound, then synergy dotting at 1.5 and 3.0, and finally microneedling at 0.5, completing one side, then repeating the identical protocol on the other. Immediately after treating the first side, you can already see erythema, mild swelling, and a visible tightening from the heat and shrink effect. This immediate response is a useful chairside signal, and downtime is typically just 2 to 3 days. With both sides completed, the immediate lifting and contouring effect is evident, alongside the expected transient erythema and edema, all of which settle within a few days. By 3 weeks, the picture matures. Improved skin texture, more brightness, firmer tightening, better periorbital lines, and cleaner facial contour, with post-inflammatory pigment already improving. Comparing baseline to 3 weeks side by side, the contour of the lower face and jawline is visibly tighter, and the overall skin quality is clearly enhanced. We also see genuine lipolysis, a real reduction in fat volume and improved definition, consistent with the deep 3.0 mm targeting in the protocol. And finally, texture and pigmentation. We see clear improvement in skin texture, along with post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation and erythema, the specific contribution of the microneedling third firm. Thank you very much for your attention. I'd be glad to take your questions.